deeper than music.
The core of you, the fans, the truth is deeper than music, deeper than music. Simply the truth is the latest, the newest. It's deeper than music, deeper than music. The core of you, the fans, the truth is deeper than music, deeper than music. Simply the truth is the latest, the newest. It's deeper than music, deeper than music.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Furious, Deeper Than Music Radio. Behind every great song, there's an even greater story. Today we got a very special guest. We have another actor in the building, but before I bring him on, I got to give him that long intro. We go way back, like boot camp. Me and him went to boot camp together. We also went to air traffic control school together. Many memories. And now he's also an actor, been in Kendrick Lamar's video, been on shows in BET, and I'm pretty sure you caught him on a few commercials. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Nick Thomas in the building. How's it going, Nick?
What up, brother? What's happening, man? What's
nothing,
good?
Nothing, man. I was sitting here before the show. We sitting here reminiscing because we was at 96, 97.
Yes, sir. Yes,
boot
sir.
camp, and then we was air traffic controllers in an A school. So we, a lot of memories, man. I remember this brother had a white Jeep, and
yes,
when
sir.
Puffy and Mace Can't Hold Me Down came out, he had bought the CD, and we was rolling around bumping that. Man. I borrowed this man's ATLian CD and Tupac Me Against the World CD.
Yes, sir. History right there, man. History.
So I guess the first question I have is, how did you transition, or when you were in the Navy, did you know that you wanted to be an actor? Was that a passion of yours?
It's always been a part of me, man. I grew up, doing talent shows and theater and plays and all that stuff, but I never really tapped into it. So I had no intention of even, as an adult, tapping back into acting. So I kind of just fell up on it. Fell back into it a couple of years ago.
Okay.
But it was never my intention, man. It was like one of those dead hobbies to me.
Oh wow, because I know before you started getting a major buzz, I saw a couple videos. I seen the one. I think there was an air traffic controller one you had where you unplug and you kind of walk off.
Yeah. It was a funny video. Yeah. And
then I think the one that to me that sparked it was the daughter one where you caught your daughter with a gun.
Yeah, man, that one. I got really lucky on that one because that was, when I first started getting back into acting. The casting director for that video. Everything was staged, but it looks real.
Yeah, it looks real. Yeah.
So they casted me for that, and I did my thing on it, and in the end, oh, yeah, if you want to look it up, go to She's Gonna Be Grounded for Life. Just Google She's Gonna Be Grounded for Life. And it's got probably over 40 million views online. So it's like mega viral. And that was like, one of the first bigger things I did, as far as the internet and acting goes.
So how was so how did it all start? Can you give us a little background of how, like you said, it kind of fell in your lap? How was that process? Like, what led it to now?
So the process was, man, I just got online and started researching, man. I was just like, you know what? I want to get back into acting. But I didn't know where to start. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I can call myself an actor. So I started researching, looking for some agencies around LA because I live in Long Beach. I'm just south of LA. So okay. I'm in Hollywood all the time. And so I started researching some agencies and stuff with just basically no luck. And so I got on a couple of casting websites. I think I signed up for like Backstage.com. Backstage.com. That was the first one I signed up for. And I didn't believe any of this stuff at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's just another website that wants to take your money. Is this even real casting? Or whatever.
They want to make money off of your dreams. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So you sign up for a membership and you get going. So I'm submitting to all these jobs and stuff, and nobody's really responding. So it made me question a lot. And then finally, those people for that viral video with where I caught my daughter in the room reached out to me. I still thought it was a scam. It was a hoax.
Yeah.
And they reached out. They said, let's shoot. I showed up. All the cast got together. We shot it. Probably took us like 4 hours to shoot.
Okay.
And, take after take after take. It was fun. So I basically just stumbled up on it, signing up on casting websites, man. That's how I got started.
So and then from there, did it lead to, because you said like it's 40 views. Did it lead to other gigs? Like people saw like, oh, let's cast him for this 40 million. 40 million, my bad. Yeah. 40 million.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. The exposure I got from that and, the resume cred shot up. Because who can say they got 40 million views on a video?
Not too many.
It held a lot of weight, man, and then people started reaching out to me. And that's actually how I met my agent. And I'm sorry, my manager reached out to me. Again, I thought it was a scam. I thought it was a hoax. She reached out to me. She said, I got a boutique agency that I run in LA. And I'm like, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
So, I took what she was saying into account, and I was like, all right, let me give it a shot. And she turned out to be a legit talent manager, and she has connections with all kinds of agencies out here. And they hooked me up, and that's how I got with my agency now, Miramar Talent Agency, and my manager, Michelle Weaver.
And that's pretty good, because I know, I was stationed in Southern California. Well, my whole Navy career, I was in Lemoore, and then I was in a naval station in San Diego.
Right.
And I feel like in Southern California, everybody's an actor, everybody's an aspiring artist, everybody's this and that. So I know how you can kind of be like, I heard this and this.
Yeah. Everybody's an actor / model and whatnot,
And the cool thing is, because that video, she's going to be grounded for life. I'm not going to lie. I was like, is that Nick's daughter for real? Because the energy was real, man.
They did a good job casting that, man. And I worked with some really talented people on that project, man. And it deserved the credit that it got.
So was that your first acting experience there?
I believe so, man. I believe so. I believe that was out here. That was the first thing I really did. Besides, from making my little comedy videos, just as a little fun hobby or whatever. But that was the first major one that actually got some attention.
Wow. Because I seen the one that you did, Guy from Belly, Rico.
Oh yeah.
That had me dying. So that was the beginning. And let's talk about your resume, because you got a long. I know you sent me over your resume, and then I've seen some of the stuff online. I've seen some of the stuff on TV. Can you give us a rundown to all the stuff that you've been doing up till now?
Woo, Mark, man, it's it's all a blessing too, man. I started out. I think I got back on stage and I did theater. I did this play called A Vow to Love. I got a leading role in there. We sold out 2 nights on that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was theater. I won't be doing theater for a while, bro. That's a grueling process.
Oh, well, why do you say that? Because it's
the rehearsals, just the time you put into it is very time consuming. For 1 or 2 nights of show of a show. You know what I'm saying? I think we rehearsed for like 4 months. 4 months straight.
For 2 nights?
Yeah. What's that?
How long did the show run? You said 2 nights?
Yeah, 2 nights.
Wow.
So, it's really a lot of work. And it's really rewarding when you see the final product, but it's a lot of work, man. So.
And did you do that to diversify your background, to have that?
Yeah, man. It was an opportunity. Somebody gave it to me. Once again, they reached out to me because they seen some of my work, and I was like, man, let me do that. Let me give it a shot. And theater work is next level, bro. Because it ain't no, you got one shot. You got one shot. It ain't no cut.
Yeah.
Ain't no cuts in theater.
And so I would be worried, like, what if I forgot my line? There is no cut.
You better figure it out.
you got to make it work. It's kind of like with like air traffic control. I tell people, that experience helped us deal with pressure.
Oh, definitely.
Like, and you got to improvise. You know how it is. If you lose the picture,
you better get yourself out that hole. You know what I'm saying? So it was basically the same thing with theater. So after theater, I kind of jumped into the music video scene, man. And at the time, my weight goes up and down, when I prepare for different roles. But at the time, I was carrying a lot of weight, maybe like 270, 280 pounds. I'm about 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
So that led to a lot of bouncer roles and gangster roles in music videos, and a lot of people liked my look, so I get casted for all these music videos. And I can't count how many music videos I got on my resume and the cred and stuff, and some of the artists I work with.
Yeah, and one of them was Kendrick Lamar. Did you actually get to?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Kendrick is one cool cat, man. Like, he showed love to everybody on his set, and you could definitely feel his energy. And you know what was crazy about that day, bro? Kendrick was there, and that was cool. It was his video.
Yeah.
But bro, when Rihanna showed up,
like
it was like she was a unicorn fairy, bro. Like, everybody saw Rihanna.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was an experience. Like, Rihanna,
yeah.
This is my ward.
Yeah, hang on. Let me finish this.
Yeah,
hang on a second. Hold on, sorry.
No problem. No, and Nick's also a family man, so he's taking care of his family right now. But I'm over here still laughing about Rihanna was like a unicorn, like Prince, huh?
Yeah, Rihanna showed up, man, and she like shut down the whole set, bro, because everybody was staring, and she's just magical, man. She didn't even have to say anything. But you just looked at it was like looking at something unattainable, just like
yeah, that's Rihanna, yeah.
Other entity, bro. It was weird, man. And so she brought this weird energy on set, man. And it was just like you were in the presence of greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. And I got to ask you about the music video experience, because when I think about music videos, I think about like CB4, and you always hear like the songs. And was it like that, or was it just like?
It's a lot of hurry up and waiting. When it comes to music videos, you know what I'm saying? That's the best way I can describe it, because you think about it. You're on set for a music video, 8-9 hours, sometimes up to 12 hours.
Wow.
For like 2 or 3 minutes.
3 minutes,
That's the end result. And you might get 1 second of camera time. You know what I'm saying? They might show your face, you get a little cameo or whatever. That's what it's all about. But it's a lot of work for, a short amount of camera time,
Yeah.
It's a great way to build your foundation and get started. But, unless you're doing major features and videos, I would just do a few and then, move on. Use it to grow and, advance to the next level.
So did the music videos, so you already had a 40 million view video that propelled you to other opportunities. Did the music videos help, or was it still the buzz off of?
And what it is in acting, man, is the stronger you build your resume up, the better shots you get at bigger opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got all this work behind you. You got all this platform to stand on. You work with major artists and stuff like that. And people start to look at that, and people start to take you seriously because you're putting in the work and you're working with, some big household names.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So acting, all I tell people, man, it's all about building your resume, man. Take pictures on set, write down all your credits, you know what I'm saying? Anything that can help, boost you to the next level and step up your credibility when it comes to people seeing you and seeing your work.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's like your platforms to create platforms. Because I'm not gonna lie, I saw the She's Grounded for Life video, and then it was all of a sudden, man, you got a video here, there, then you taking pictures at this set, and then you on the commercials. It just everything just like blew up. So besides music videos, what else? Because I know you've been on shows.
Music videos. I got a lot of opportunity for commercial work. Yeah. I think the first national commercial I did was it was a 5-4 commercial, and got to be on set with Chris Paul.
Wow.
And he another cool, great guy, man. I met some really good good people that are grounded in what they do, that have celebrity clout, that are just great people. And Chris Paul stands out to me as one of those great people, man. Really nice, humble guy. Cool experience on set with him. So I did that as a national commercial, and then I got an opportunity with DirecTV.
Hey, Dad, I want this cat no more.
Okay, we'll get it for you. Go sit down. So yes. I got an opportunity to do a DirecTV commercial. They wanted me as a face, which I didn't know it was going to be that big of an opportunity, the face of their 4K campaign.
Wow.
So I got national airtime like crazy. Like the commercial was airing like crazy, and it was just basically me just, doing expressions and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like a wow face. I remember that in slow motion.
Yeah.
yeah.
But man, so many people hit me up. Oh, I just saw your commercial, bro. You all over my DirecTV, and yeah, people hit you up when they see your work, man. And it's sometimes when you least expect it. And then I think after that, I got worked my way into the Sunday night football intro, the NFL intro for the Sunday night football games. That was last season.
Wow.
Worked my way into that. Worked with some big name players. Me and Julio Jones had a scene. Didn't get to work with Carrie Underwood. She was the singer in that commercial. But Julio Jones, man, that's another guy that stands out to me. Everybody knows Julio, the wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. Went to Alabama.
That's great. Right. You from Auburn, right? If I remember correctly.
I'm from Salem, but it's close to Opelika, which is right next to Auburn.
I remember.
From Auburn, bro.
No. Okay.
Roll Tide. So I got that opportunity to work with Julio, man. Another great guy, very humble, just really down to earth. And that's what you want when you work with celebrities or athletes or whatever. You want people that are grounded and down to earth, man, because there's some a-holes out there, bro.
And what's funny? And I started this, and even when I do music, the most humblest people that I've met so far have been celebrities. Even for this radio show, the celebrities have been the ones that are humble, they're grateful. But I think also you said something too. It's all about building a rapport and establishing like long-lasting relationships. And I think with you speak to networking. You network, you do the job, you be humble, and I hate to say it, with some local people that are not as big, that's where I get the attitudes with. But I notice with actors or people that are successful, they're driven, they're passionate, and they seem to never forget where they come from, and they're humble. And like you said, you appreciate that.
Absolutely. You appreciate it, man, and it sticks with you. And it just, it instills in you how the person that you want to be, man, because you could easily blow up and get a little fame and, just be arrogant, you know what I'm saying? But why? I believe in helping everybody succeed. It's enough pie to go around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And let me ask you a question, because I know, and how is that? So once you started, like people started noticing you, how did that feel, man? I know you probably would walk around and, hey, man, I know you, or even at work, man. How did it change in ATC? Did people start calling you Hollywood, or like how was it?
Absolutely. Air traffic controllers, man.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it's all love. But they're going to give you a hard time about whatever, man. I go into work. Oh, Mr. Hollywood. Oh, what are you working on now? Oh, watch out. The actors in the building. Oh, famous guy. Can I have your autograph or whatever? Everybody gives me a hard time about that. You get an autograph, But just to get recognized and get notoriety, man, it definitely feels good, and it changes your perspective on things. Yeah,
like how did that feel when you were out somewhere, somebody recognized, like, oh man, I know you, man. How did that, like, wow,
it's like, it's surreal, to be honest with you, because, I still view myself as a regular dude, man, just tapping into acting. But when you get that recognition, like hey man, I know you the guy. It's surreal.
Yeah.
It's like I can't believe it. I'm like, wow, man. People are actually watching and paying attention and recognizing me.
So what was your biggest challenge in going back into the acting and getting to where you are now? Like, what was your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge was just getting in the saddle and getting comfortable with myself and my abilities in acting, getting through the audition process, and basically just getting comfortable with stepping outside of yourself and just free. You know what I'm saying? So that was my biggest obstacle. You know, like I hadn't acted for a very long time, but I knew I had the ability.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just needed something to propel and you know, keep building on that and keep grinding, you know, little jabs in the business to get me comfortable, man. Now, you know, I got no problem transforming into another character or, you know, going into auditions with major executives, like 10, 15 people in the room and just zoning out and nailing it. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest obstacle, you know, to answer your question was really, truly getting comfortable with my abilities and getting enough experience to get comfortable.
Yeah,
and now, I don't think about auditions anymore, man. I had an audition right before this show right now. It was for the NBA. I guess they're gonna start putting together some promos, and you know, a couple of execs in the room, man. And I'm just, you know, I go in there just like nothing.
And just knock it out. And could you walk us through an audition process? I know on TV it looks grueling. You know, you see people sitting there and anticipating. Could you give us like a walkthrough of an audition?
Man, it's so you get the notification, your agent, which my agent, man, whenever I get an audition, he blows me up, man. And my agent, his name is Hill Gwillen, man, and he's a fan. I don't know if you ever seen that movie Entourage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Ari.
I'm sorry, the TV show. Yeah, Ari Gold.
Yeah.
Entourage. Oh man, this guy reminds me of Ari Gold because he's a fast talker and he's strictly business. You know what I'm saying? So my agent. So whenever I get an audition, he'll call me until I answer. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you need to be there, blah, 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 get ready. I'm like, all right, Hill, I got it, man. I got it. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Boom. I think we're done. He'll call me again. Hey, one other thing. Don't forget to do this. Wear this. I'm like, all right, Hill, I got it. So getting through that, that's the initial process. So I'm like, all right, so I got to clear my schedule out because you usually get a notification like the day before. I didn't hear about this audition today till yesterday. When I heard about it, you know, yesterday evening. And I'm like, damn. So you basically have to clear your schedule out and get ready. It's depending on the size and, you know, the size of the project and how big the audition is and the pay, you start to prioritize like, all right, I can clear my schedule for that. Okay, yeah, I'm free. Yeah,
okay, I got you.
With the smaller projects, like, you know, they ain't really paying enough. Yeah, I can't make the audition. You know what I'm saying? So you could prioritize based on, you know, that money.
That money.
You know?
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So you clear out your schedule and you get to the audition, and they're usually in Hollywood. The one today was in Santa Monica. They're all over the place, man. That's what I'm discovering about LA too, man. There are casting studios everywhere, places you would never expect them to be. You know what I'm saying? I drive some places, I'm like, man, where am I? You know, and like you know, it'd be this little hole in the wall, and you go in there, you know, and it's a casting studio, you know, and people are sitting around. Usually, like you can tell, like if you get typecasted for something, you could kind of tell where
they got all the brothers on this side.
You'll see people. Okay, yeah, they go like 5 brothers that look just like me. Okay, let me follow them. You know what I'm saying? So you get in there, and it's usually there's usually a place to sign in, but sometimes there's not. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's awkward because everybody's on edge.
Yeah, it's just.
Everybody's looking around, evaluating the competition.
Like you competition, like, oh, okay. Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's evaluating you. Nobody's talking, man. Nobody's talking to you.
That's got to be awkward. Awkward.
people act like they scared to speak to you. I try to speak to everybody, man, you know, because the bottom line is we all want the job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no need to be awkward. There's no need to hate on this man. You know, if you get it, congratulations, brother. More power to you. Like I said, there's a lot of the pie to go around. So it's really awkward. You know, the initial, you know, you could go on into the audition, see people sitting around. Some people are all, you know, they got the size, they got the script, and they, you know.
I want to ask you about that. So when they call you, do they fax you or email you the script? Like,
usually if there are lines, they'll email it to you, so you got easy access to it.
Okay,
so
okay.
You can study and prepare yourself. But, you know, sometimes people are you know, practicing really heavy and, you know, talking to themselves like all serious and stuff. You'll see some characters, man. You'll see some characters. Bro.
Hey, man, that in itself sounds like
into the audition, there'll be somebody outside, you know, just totally zoned out, playing their part. Like, hey, what are you doing? You know, looking around, like, and he's acting out the whole script. It's like, oh, bro, wow, this is crazy. Some people are dedicated to their craft, but you know, others. Most people don't take it that extreme, but you will see some extreme actors like that are they just zone out. They don't care who's around, and they're just practicing. You know?
Yeah.
So, so after that, you know, you find out where you need to go because a lot of these casting studios are pretty big. You go in, and there are different studios set up, and your project is assigned to one of those studios. So,
okay.
Find out where you're going. You sit around, you waiting, sign in. Next thing you know, you're getting called. Usually they do an explanation. They'll call you in first and explain to you exactly what they're looking for and, you know, the details and whatnot. So you get that, and then, you know, they'll send you back out, and then you'll finally get your number call, and you go in and do what they ask you to do and what's expected of you, and you give it your best shot, man. And then after that, it's just like, thank you.
We'll call you. We'll call you if we need you.
It ain't none of that, man. You know, because I guess they don't want to give anybody a false sense of hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you did so good in an audition, and then the next thing you know, it's like you don't ever hear from them again, man.
Wow. And do they go through your agent to let you know you got the part, or how do you find out?
Yeah, they'll go through your agent. If they want to, they'll contact them, and then your agent will call you with the details and all that stuff, and then they do all the negotiation and all that stuff. Man,
that's crazy, man. Yeah, that sounds nerve-wracking. So I imagine the first couple of times you did it, you were just like, man, this is yeah, crazy. Bro.
And you know what? You have to get over as an actor is when you go into an audition and you give it your best shot and you feel like you nail it. You got that good feeling, man. I nailed this audition, and then you don't hear anything, bro. No callbacks, no nothing, no contact. It's just like that could be very depressing at first.
Oh yeah, that could be kind of disconnect you from that.
That's damaging, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you don't make it in this game, you don't even need to think about your auditions. You go in, give it your best shot, and move on.
Yeah, because I remember there was something you said, man, and I was like, man, that makes sense for what you're doing. You got to reinvent yourself 1,000 times sometimes.
Absolutely, man. You got to go in, give it your best shot, and move on to the next one, man. Because something's gonna hit. You know.
So what we're gonna do now, man, is we're gonna take a commercial break, and actually, the commercial was a trailer for a movie that somebody you know is in, Brianna Beato. The independent film. My boy, who actually lives out there, mentor Gary Devine, his first independent film that's now out on Amazon, Broken Doll. So we'll play the trailer for that, and then we'll get back into the story, man, because we got to talk about Diamond.
Shout out, man. I see you, baby, doing your thing.
All right, then. We'll be back after this commercial break on Deeper Than Music Radio.
What would you do if the person you love was diagnosed with a rare mental disorder?
Greg?
I did what anyone would do. I took her into my care.
Greg?
No doctor. No facility. No one knows her better than me. I don't know how this happened, but now she's missing. And I must find her before she finds them.
What up, what up? This is Matt James, all the way from Canada. How's she going, eh? And you're listening to Furious on Deeper Than Music.
Deeper Than Music Radio, and that was the trailer for Gary Devon's first feature film, MVE Films' Broken Doll, out on Amazon now, starring Brianna Beato and Small Community, because that's somebody you know as well. Yeah. So, what has been your proudest moment so far? Like, what can you say has been the, like, wow, I can't believe I'm here, I did this?
My proudest moment, my proudest moment hasn't even dropped yet, which is an independent film that I did called Mr. Weekend. And I got a really, really great role in that. I got one of the lead characters in that. We shot it. I think we did mine in a couple of days. We shot my scenes, and it took us like 2 days of shooting. But that just being on that level of shooting an independent film, which, like I said, it hasn't even been released yet, but they're in preparation to get it released, and it's probably going to be a Netflix movie, film festival type project. But that was an experience, man, because I really got to get into that character, and I think that just solidified me as an actor, man. Like, when we were shooting, we were on set, you're going through set life, and, you're going over your lines, and, take after take after take, and you're nailing it, and you just, you get an opportunity to step outside yourself and just develop the character that you're playing.
Yeah.
So I think that was my defining moment, man, as an actor, shooting that film and really bringing that character to life, which I cannot wait until, that gets released, so people can truly, people can truly see the body of work and the amount of effort I put into this character.
So is that your first full movie feature, just like the biggest role that you had?
Absolutely, yes. It was a major role, man. This character is an interesting guy, and it's going to be great, man. So,
wow.
To get that opportunity it put me on cloud 9, because I really got to feel, that actor spirit and get in the character, and, like I said, develop him and bring him to life, man. And that's what it's all about.
So how do you prepare for a role? Like, what is your, like, I always hear that we always hear about Tupac and how he was a Gemini, and they said, like, once he became Bishop in real life, and they was like, I love the stories of Tretch, like, yo, Pac was wilding out. Like, how do you prepare for your roles, like, for your commercial movies? Like
when first of all, I start going over the script. I started reading the script. I start reading the script continuously, over and over and over and over. And I just, I start reading and just, man, it's weird, because sometimes I'll just be sitting around, and I'll grab the script, and then I'll just, I'll totally just zone out and, get into my character, and become that character for a moment, and kind of go back into it. And it's just preparation on top of preparation. I usually, I read by myself on a lot of these projects. So I'm recording the script, recording the lines. And then, I'll save it into my voice memos. And then I'll just put on my headphones, and I'll I'll just constantly just sit and listen over and over and over and over until these lines become like second nature.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That's good. That's okay.
Yeah. So I hear them so much, you know what I'm saying? You get off script and you don't even need the script anymore. And then that gives you a better opportunity, a better opportunity to get in the character more.
Okay.
Because you know all the lines. So you're not stumbling over lines because you played them over and over and over. So you know all the inner workings of the role and the lines and stuff like that. So it gives you more room to develop your character.
So you remember the lines, and then now it's just adding your touches and the feeling into it.
Yeah, exactly. So you just got to bring what you have in your mind, for your character, and whatever you can do to bring him out is probably going to be the best suit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You get casted for a reason. Yeah,
they saw something in you, so.
Exactly.
Now you just got to nail it and bring it home.
Creativity, exactly, absolutely.
So, who influenced you as far as acting? Like, who do you look up as far as actors? Like, man,
I was just thinking about this today, man, and it's one of my influences is Samuel L. Jackson, man.
Oh, Sam is that brother, man.
Man, because Sam was a big theater guy. That's how he got his start. A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he got his start working theater, man, and he used to do theater like nothing. That was his craft. And so when I see Sam Jackson, man, I just how loose he is with his characters. He brings a whole different element. He's really himself. You know what I'm saying? He's just bringing himself out and just putting it into this character. You know what I'm saying? It's all him.
Yeah.
This is all in him. And just how loose he is and the things he says.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I could just imagine the directors on set, like when he says lines and stuff, it's like, and they, keep it rolling. Because if you watch this stuff, man.
Like Pulp Fiction, man. He was off the chain with that one.
Just classic line after classic line. And I guarantee you a lot of that stuff wasn't scripted. So he definitely influences me to just, if you feel something, just go with it, man.
Just go with it. And usually, normally, it's off the fly stuff,
exactly.
Stuff that's natural. Because I was reading about Life, and there were certain scenes they said Bernie Mac just I'm the pappy. There's like
right.
that was unscripted, just
yeah. A lot of the best work out there comes, off script, man. It's just ad-libbing and improv.
So what would be your dream role? Like, what would be that dream? Like, man, this is...
My dream role would probably be, I would like to be a husband and a father on a sitcom,
Wow.
Like my wife and kids, or, even as far as like a Martin, or, Everybody Hates Chris,
Oh, yeah, that would be cool, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just an opportunity to bring out a character as a father and a husband, with kids and stuff like that. I think that would be my dream role, man.
And then with that, because I was actually thinking about this today, man, because with music, like music is so with the Spotify's, and I laugh because people be like, man, you got 25,000 spins. I'm like, online, that's nothing.
Right.
And I thought about the Roots, how with them being the in-house band for Jimmy Kimmel, that's a steady paycheck. And then I was thinking from an actor's perspective, or even I was actually thinking about Steve Harvey. So he had a show, he has a radio show, and then now he does a lot of stuff. And then I thought about Ellen DeGeneres for some reason. I was thinking about her, and I was thinking about Arsenio Hall, and I was thinking from an actor's perspective, you really want to, would that be the dream role, to get a sitcom or to get a television show because it's steady, you're not auditioning, and you can develop in, because I'm pretty sure, who's that guy, the Tim the Tool Man, that was big for him. And then Friends, that show was huge. So a sitcom would be the ideal situation, I see.
And Seinfeld, look how they ended. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Seinfeld was getting like $1 million a show. You know what I'm saying? So it could develop into something major, man. And people constantly see you. You know,
yeah.
Episode after episode. So it's not people sitting around waiting for a movie to come out, you know, every once a year or whatever. They get to see you daily. You know what I'm saying? So I think it opens the door for a lot more opportunities as well.
Because one thing that surprises me is like you see actors, they're hot, and then the next minute they're done. Or if you have a movie that didn't do so well in the box office,
right?
It's got to be consistency. And like you said, with a talk show, I mean, the cool thing with Martin Lawrence or Def Comedy Jam opened up the doors for Martin Lawrence, for Bernie Mac. And like you said, the syndicated show that's the move.
Definitely, it is the move, man. And I think a lot of actors see that now. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, you know, a lot of the A-listers or whatever, back in the day, I don't think, you know, somebody offered them a sitcom, they're like, oh man,
you know, they're done. Yeah,
that's just petty. You know what I'm saying? I'm a major film star. You know, major films only. You know, whereas now. You see actors grinding, man, and you know I think even some of the A-listers have, you know, moved into the sitcom circuit, you know, and you know, because work is work, man. You got to stay grinding and you got to stay relevant in this acting world, man, because it's like you said, man. You're hot 1 minute, you fall off.
Yeah, you fall off.
People forgot you, man. Just like in music.
Oh yeah. Because you take a break, like Outkast say, you only as hot as your last album.
True story.
And like the people that were relevant in 2000, nah, not so much.
Forget about it, man. Forget about it.
So what would you give somebody? What would be the advice you would give somebody that saw you and be like, man, I want to be exactly where he is right now? What would the critical advice that you would give them?
The critical advice I would give them is start off with get you some professional headshots, and you know, just work, grind, make stupid videos, do dumb stuff, constantly gather and stockpile material, you know, because these are, in today's age and era in acting, these are the I can't tell you how many people have blown up in the acting world, and you could see doors get open because of videos that they post online, you know, because, you know, the accessibility to be in people's faces on social media these days gives you so much opportunity for exposure. So if you're an actor, just do an acting video like once a week. You know what I'm saying?
And be consistent.
Write and read, man. Write scripts, write short films. Take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. Don't turn anything away, man. If somebody has a creative bug and reaches out to you to help them, you know, create something, take advantage of it, man.
All right, we got 1 minute and 30 seconds. Sorry about that.
Okay, don't worry.
Any shameless promotion, man? What you got going on next? Where can people find you? Find
me on Instagram. I love Instagram platform, at the real Nick Thomas. Follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of my work on Instagram, pictures, behind the scenes, new releases, new material stuff, and you know, that's like my main social media outlet. So it's at the real Nick Thomas. Follow me there. I got some very exciting stuff coming up. I got a Uber commercial dropping around at the beginning of the football season. Actually, it'll be dropping, so I'll put details out for that. Like I said, I got the feature film Mr. Weekend, directed by Mackenzie Woodard. It's gonna be hot, man. It's gonna be major. So be on the lookout for that.
Cool, and that's it. Deeper Than Music Radio. 38 seconds left. We're here with actor Nick Thomas, fellow vet, fellow air traffic controller. And like he said, the real Nick Thomas on Instagram. You heard it here on Deeper Than Music Radio. Furious and Nick Thomas signing off. Thank you for listening.
Sir. Thanks, brother.
Not a problem, man. Anytime.
No doubt, no doubt.